few days on. The past week has been spent packing and preparing for the journey to Jerusalem. Peter and the others have been busy fishing to raise money for their families and the inevitable expenses of a visit to the capital. Jesus has been quietly organising his house, tidying his belongings and passing on anything that might be useful to someone else. I am still experiencing his emotions. I can't understand this. How can I, a spirit, be subject to the subtle alterations in the chemistry of a human brain? Whether I feel these things with the same intensity as my eternal master is impossible to tell, but every day I know how he is feeling before I go anywhere near him, because the same emotions are besetting me. What raw and powerful things these emotions are. Today, I have a sense of immovable pressure that has been building up within my mind since Mount Tabor. It is like a dull heaviness and makes me feel cut off from everything around me, especially people. This morning, some children were playing in front of Jesus' house with a reed hoop which flew in through an open window, smashing the jug of wine that he placed on his lunch table. Instantly, an explosion of anger and resentment occurred in Jesus' mind. His impulse was to tear the toy to shreds and scream at the children for their stupidity. With great effort, however, he controlled himself, and then, with the slow determination of a sick man, he returned the hoop to the embarrassed boy at his door. Jesus walked inside, picked up the largest piece of his broken jug, and briefly considered hurling it at the wall. Again he mastered himself and looked out at the game resuming in the street. Eventually, the infectious joy of the boys and girls dispelled his rage. He smiled weakly and mopped his floor for the second time this morning. I felt it all. The fury, the lust for revenge, the resentment of another's happiness, then the deep and familiar love that my boss has for all his creatures. And finally, exhaustion. Another factor I have noticed is that the steady stream of time seems to have slowed to a mere trickle. Each day creeps along with the imperceptible progress of a glacier. One question is ever present. How much longer will it be?